to ArchRivals Football, sponsored by Raz Energy and Steiner Sports. Here is your starting lineup. Number 20, Darnell the Playmaker Salins. Number 94, Alex the Bearman Alcazaz. Number 69, Ricky the Prez Litwinkowicz. And in tribute to our fallen colleague, ArchRivals Football, Ring of Honor member, Alex Fleming. This show is a Pain Train Pipe Bomb production.
No, don't thank me. Thank the Bearman. Well, he said Bearman say hello.
Well, we lost audio on Facebook, so it's okay. Go ahead.
My alternate personality said hello, guys. I mean, Darnell asked my alternate personality to say hello. So he did it the way he did it the way he does it.
Oh, so we getting technical now? Is that what we doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god!
I mean,
go for it.
That's Pain Train Pipe Bomb Productions.
Yeah.
That's the Prez in the background that you're hearing right there from me. Prez, do me a favor, let the people know what all the platforms we are live on right now.
Well, we are currently live on 4 Facebook pages. We are currently live on YouTube, 2 different pages. We are currently on Twitch, the lovely thing known as the Twitter machine. Instagram. Welcome to everybody on Instagram. That's all great, good. We do have stars, which is great. You know what that means? You can actually drop 50 cents, $1, $2, $10, $20, $100, and that money will support our show for like new equipment or more destinations. Because like I would like to be on ESPN at some point, so I want to pay for that. So we do have the stars on there.
Sky Sports in England.
We could do that as well, and
the sports network in Lars' homeland. I'm not sure what they call it.
And then I will also go to mention that this show is also currently sponsored by Super Draft Pro and Super Draft Pro Sportsbook. Any of the numbers that we do give you spread-wise will be from that particular group. Thanks to Dan Worley, and I can't remember Steve's last name, but they are helping to back this show.
And for those of you who love daily fantasy or sports booking, Super Draft Pro is where you want to go. Ain't that right, Ricky?
Oh yes, because I've won multiple times already this month.
I have too. I ain't have. I'm starting to catch my rhythm. But with that being said, we are here to talk college football, and Bearman, this has been a very interesting bowl season in all aspects.
Yes, it has,
and I do mean all aspects. So let's first start off with some key games that took place, and I want to give I'm giving shout outs there, man. I'm giving shout outs. Can you believe that? First shout out, we going to the Cure Bowl. Shout out to Coastal Carolina defeating Northern Illinois 47-41 in a very, very competitive game. Grayson McCall for Coastal Carolina quarterback, 20 for 30, 315 for touchdowns. Brandon Bennett says, listen to this. You ready for this, Bearman? You ready for this?
I'm always ready for anything.
Braden Bennett, 6 carries. He only carried the ball 6 times, right? 108 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Amazing.
That's ridiculous, right?
It's ridiculous, yeah.
That is ridiculous. Now, let's head down to the Independence Bowl, Bearman. December 18th, 2021. We had UAB versus 13 ranked BYU, and guess who won the game?
Oh boy, I'm gonna take a wild guess on that one. UAB.
UAB. What was the final score in that game?
31-28.
31.
BYU was ranked number 12.
Who was the standout for this game?
Well, that would be the running back, Mr. Dwayne McBride.
What was his numbers?
28 carries, 183 yards, one trip to the end zone.
One trip to the end zone. What a game for the Blazers of Alabama, Birmingham. Let's go down to the Boca Raton Bowl. Same day, later on in the day. Western Kentucky and App State. If you had your money on App State, you was disappointed there, man.
Had a bad day, yeah.
59-38. Let's just be honest. Ain't nobody see that coming. Ain't nobody see Western Kentucky doing like that. Not like that. Nope. That's 21
Not
points.
Like
that's 3 touchdowns. That's terrible. Mm-hmm. So, what did West Kentucky look like in the stat department?
Well, pretty freaking high, honestly. Quarterback, 33 for 47, 422 yards, and 6 touchdowns. That's 2 hat tricks.
You say,
but that's not even better. It gets better. The running back, 7 carries for 150 yards. And then it gets better. The top receiver, 13 catches for 184 yards. They actually had 2 receivers with 100 yards receiving. And they both scored a combined 5 touchdowns.
Now, Perez, let me get you in here real quick. You just heard 3 games, right? 2 of them which you just heard running backs carry the ball less than 10 times and had over 100 yards of rushing.
What's up, Bernard?
We got Horace Webster on here. Welcome, Horace. I don't know. I'm a big fan of running the ball, actually. I got to be honest with you. I'm really a big fan of running the ball.
It takes less than 10 carries to get to 100 yards.
That just means that your run defense is miserable.
Man.
Kind of like some of the pro teams I see.
Oh. Ouch. Oh. Give y'all an update on the ArchRivals post side towards the end of the show. Bearman, let's head down to the Tropical Smoothie Fiasco Bowl. The first one that was in your state. We ain't gonna talk about the other one that was in your state. The other game that was in that building. You can leave that one alone. You had your road runners, Bearman. Texas San Antonio versus 24th ranked San Diego State. This was
another surprising result, wouldn't you say?
It was a pretty good game.
Yeah.
San Diego State did come out on top, 38-24. But something tells me that the quarterback and the running back had a field day, though.
Well, I think we see it. They did.
What was the running back?
Give me the running back. 26 carries, 101 yards, and 1 trip to the end zone.
Okay, what the quarterback look like?
24 for 36, 333 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
The Aztecs handle business.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So now the final shot I'm going to get to, and for the first time, and Ricky's hearing this, I was hearing this for the first time. I actually watched the game that I didn't have no, how do I put this? I watched a Florida game and just watched it. No emotions, no nothing. I just sat there and watched it. Because it was the Uint Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl that featured a matchup that was 4 years in the making. The UCF Knights and the Florida Gators. Now, most of you who are Gator fans, they are saying, then how you watch the game and didn't have no emotions towards it? Because, Bearman, who's the team that I grew up cheering?
The Florida Gators.
But what school did I attend?
The University of Central Florida.
So I just sat back and watched. So I'm not gonna say I'm gonna let you take it over and tell the people how the game went.
The fact that you had no emotion. I mean, like you said, 4 years in the making. And 4 years ago, who was it that came out on top?
Actually, nobody came out on top. It was the fact that UCF went undefeated, but they didn't get into the college football playoff, so they self-claimed the national championship. And all the big schools, Florida State, Miami, didn't like it. They ain't want another team coming to the group of the state of Florida. So that's why I said 4 years in the making.
It was the running game for Central Florida that was key. I mean, one of them, 4 carries for 110 yards. The other guy, the starter, 35 carries, 155 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Man,
just wasn't the day for the Gators.
Coaching regime coming in, and the bad part about it is, Bearman.
What?
Billy Napier was at the game.
Who was?
Billy Napier was at the game.
Oh,
he was at the game. He was there. He got to see firsthand what his team looks like.
I mean, you know what? That's one of the first steps to do it, right? You got to see where you got to start.
He was at the game. Shout out to Gus Malzahn. Got him a bowl victory. And that does help in recruiting because you know where the game was played at? The game was played in Tampa. And that bowl game was sold out. That lets you know why those 4 years in the making.
Oh, yeah.
This bowl game was sold out. It was sold out.
It was played at where WrestleMania 37 took place.
In the home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Sold out. Everybody was looking forward to this. So what do you think is going to happen when UCF play Miami? When they play Florida State?
It's going to be watch out.
It's going to be sold out.
It don't matter. Watch out.
It's going to be sold out. Because UCF is coming. And the other 3 schools are like, hold up, yeah, chill. They already got one on Florida.
I mean, UCF is going to tell those schools, you're next.
And don't forget, UCF is heading to the Big 12 in about a couple of years.
Yeah.
So don't run for them now. Nah, those are my shout outs. Coastal Carolina, UAB, Western Kentucky, San Diego State, and Central Florida.
I mean, even Bernard himself has a comment on that. It says the Florida players and the coaching staff should be embarrassed. I mean, he's not wrong. Bernard's not wrong.
Embarrassed? I mean, y'all did not.
Just out of curiosity, Bernard, were you at the game?
Here's my question to Bernard, and hopefully he's. I don't know how after he's been in the Florida group in Facebook, but did y'all not see this coming? Did anybody not see this coming? I mean, Central Florida's been knocking on the door since 2016. 2017, they went undefeated. They won 10 games the following year. That's when Scott Fox left to go to Nebraska. You see how that's working out for him, right?
Mm-hmm. I would not have wanted to leave Central Florida for Nebraska.
You bring in Josh Herbert. He kept it going before he left to go to Tennessee. Now you got Gus Malzahn. You should knew at some point Central Florida was gonna come for the Florida teams eventually. They was gonna come.
No shit.
They got the first one. They took down Florida. Yeah, yes, part of me does hurt because that is Florida. I grew up a Florida fan. But it's all well and good. Now, I hate to do this to you, Bear Man. I hate to do this to you, but
my alma mater.
Nope, we're not gonna talk about your alma mater.
Okay, good. Because I have no comments. So
we're gonna go a layer deeper, and I'm pretty sure the president's gonna hate this too, even though he don't watch college football like that. Do you know there was 5 bowl games?
Oh, he doesn't watch college football, period. So.
No, I don't watch college football.
Oh yeah.
We had 5 bowl games canceled. Yeah. And while it was canceled,
can't get in the president's head. The worldwide bastard. More drama, man. Seriously.
Like I told you, we're gonna go a layer deeper.
I don't blame you, Bernard. I don't blame you.
The Fenway Bowl, SMU and Virginia. Was looking forward to that game.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen. Military Bowl, Boston College, East Carolina. San Diego Credit, Ewing. Holiday Bowl, UCLA and 18 NC State.
Did not happen.
I want to see DTR against that Wolfpack defense. Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl, Central Michigan and Boise State. Central Michigan is still in the bowl game. They are in the Sun Bowl. We'll get to that. And then the one that really hurts there, man. Hawaii Bowl. Memphis and Hawaii, because Hawaii got caught with it. The home team got caught with it. Damn bastard.
Yeah, we definitely know about the bastard.
So you see, Ricky is hitting every level of football.
No comment.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. There were some bowl games we were looking forward to watching, but we can't get to watch it because the worldwide bastard decided to take over.
Just more drama.
Now, as of right now, as I turn around, look behind me real quick. The TJ Bowl down in Orlando between Clemson and Iowa State are tied at 3. Iowa State is currently trying to kick a field goal at this moment in time, so we'll see how this game progresses as we continue on with our show today. And you know, Clemson is fighting for a 11 consecutive 10-win season. I ain't even know they went that long, or winning 10 games in each season.
They're playing at the moment right now.
Yep, they playing at the moment.
Playing Clemson, I believe.
Later on tonight, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, Vimo Alamo Bowl down in Texas, San Antonio, Texas.
Hold on, apparently I've been mispronouncing his name. Ricky, you want to tell me how it goes again?
Bernard.
Okay, my deepest apologies, Bernard.
Alamo Bowl is tonight, Bearman. 14 Oregon, 16 Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
What are the betting numbers on this game?
Okay, let me just pull that up for a second here on the Super Draft Pro.
Because I'm pretty sure they drastically changed. I do believe Oregon was favored when we first looked at it, right?
I know that the numbers were a little bit misskewed because we were not available to check them because of certain little implications, meaning people pulling out for the draft.
Exactly.
And I'm not talking about pulling out of the wet spot either.
Yeah. And speaking of pulling out the draft, I mean, sometimes can you blame the players?
No.
You know what? I do have a kind of an opinion on that, really. Because if you somehow played in the game and made your draft stock better by playing in a championship game like that, you may get higher in the draft. You know, a lot of people like to see the big-time game performances, and I think that's probably the best way to go. But yeah, I mean, you kind of wimp out when you don't get the chance to do anything like that.
Well, here's my pushback to that, because if those of you who were watching the last time that we was on, I changed my thought perspective, because you remember, Bearman, I was on the side that Ricky just was talking about, right? But what did Lincoln Riley do?
I'm sorry, say that again.
What did Lincoln Riley do to Oklahoma?
Lots of ways to say it. Turned on him, but played. Did a heel turn on him.
What did he do?
Jumped ship. Went to the University of Southern California.
Lincoln Riley left OU for USC after they got beat in the Big 12 championship game. Correct? Brian Kelly, what did he do?
Jumped ship, went to LSU. And speaking of Oklahoma in this game, I think Bob Stoops is coaching them.
Okay, so your odds via the Super Draft Pro Sportsbook has the Oklahoma Sooners as the 7-point favorite at home.
So No Kayvon Thibodeau, the Oregon Ducks best player. I believe their running back opted out as well. I think some more defense players out. I think they had about 8 players opt out. So, is any right to swing the tie to OU?
I mean, either way, I have OU. I mean, if Bob Stoops is coaching Oklahoma, then we all know Bob Stoops.
So my pushback for the players opting out, hey, if the coaches can leave, because if I remember correctly, Bearman, Notre Dame's in the New Year's Six Bowl, right?
Yeah.
But Brian Kelly's coaching LSU.
Yeah. I mean, Notre Dame, yeah, the Fiesta Bowl with Oklahoma State.
But Brian Kelly ain't coaching the game.
Nope.
You see? When coaches can do it, I mean, players can do it too, okay? So that's me. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, I mean, both either way, there's consequences because some players, when they have all that stock and they risk getting injured in the bowl game, I mean, that's going to affect them big time. So,
Jalen Smith.
I mean, Jalen Smith, yeah, I mean,
not to bring a former Cowboy, but that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, but he did come back. He did come back. He had a tremendous year in 2018. He got paid, and it's all been downhill since. But of course, these Cowboy fans say he's made tackles. Like, yeah, after a minimum of a 5-yard gain, Jalen Smith will make the tackle.
So that's your nightcap for today's bowl game. So let's go to the 30th, shall we? And what do we have on the 30th?
What do we have on the 30th? Well, we got the Music City Bowl.
I think the first game on the docket is the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Oh, yeah, the Battle of the Carolinas.
North Carolina, South Carolina. What are the numbers on this game?
Well,
and hold up, before you go, the funny thing is both teams are 6-6. How you like?
I do want to put an emphasis on this game. So it is the North Carolina Tar Heels hosting the South Carolina Gamecocks. With
the game is in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, I said Gamecocks.
Yes, that's what they are called. Yes,
the Tar Heels are a 10-point favorite at home.
10-point, double-digit favorite?
Yes, Gamecocks are getting 10 points. Just saying the name makes me happy. Gamecocks.
In South Carolina. DeAndre Hopkins was Clemson. Jadeveon Clowney, then that's his alma mater.
South Carolina. Both teams coming in 6-6, just being bowl eligible, and the Tar Heels are getting 10, are giving 10. I don't think I like that because North Carolina, they've been up and down. They're the most disappointing team in all Power 5, correct? Yeah. Outside of Clemson.
Yeah, well, Clemson's ranked number 19, so.
Yeah, but they was ranked second at the beginning of the damn season.
Yeah, that's true. They lost to Georgia. Well, they lost to Georgia at the beginning.
You don't want to kick the field goal on that one. All right. Music City Bowl. Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Tennessee Titans. Currently leading the AFC South. And speaking of Tennessee, hey, what do you know? Tennessee Volunteers are in this game. Go figure, right?
Against Purdue. Who ended how many undefeated streaks?
2. Hey, Michigan State, how y'all feeling? Oh, y'all undefeated. Okay. Yeah, y'all come here. Hey, Iowa, how y'all doing? Y'all undefeated? Can be coming to y'all place? Okay. Just going around eating undefeated streaks. All right, what's my betting numbers on the Vols versus the Boilermakers?
Especially the Boilermakers. They are Tennessee Volunteers are a 6-point favorite at home.
6-point favorite, so they're giving the home favorite the edge on this one. Okay. This is gonna be an interesting game. You have a over under with what's is that 64.5? So we're looking at what 65?
Over under of 65. That's a lot of scoring for these two teams. That is a lot of scoring for a bowl game, isn't it? Well, I really can't say that because the Ducks and Sooners are an under-over of 63.5, which we don't believe in that. Half points. So
I can see that having all the defensive players out.
64.
I can see a lot of scoring happening in tonight's game. This one, I don't know.
You know what? I may actually disagree with that. Because if all your best players are not in the game, they may not score points.
I mean, one of those
that would be
low-scoring games. Those games that are just hard to watch.
That may be a reason to actually pick the under if you don't have your best potential players in the contest.
Gotcha. That's why you're the betting man.
Yes.
Of the group.
The betting man.
That's why Ricky's the betting man.
Bearman, we have our first New Year's Six Bowl happening tomorrow. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Number 12, Pittsburgh versus number 10, Michigan State. 7 o'clock.
Okay, I really do have an issue with this title.
I mean, literally, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
What the hell does chicken have to do with peaches?
Well, there's like a
sorry. Maybe
I'm just. I mean, Chick-fil-A does smell. They did sell like a smoothie.
Let me explain to the prayers why is it like that. Chick-fil-A is the sponsor, okay?
I understand that, but Chick-fil-A.
Hold on.
Let
me get to no. I'm gonna get to the pizza part of it. They playing in the ATL, and Georgia is the what?
Well, after watching A League of Their Own last night, I guess it would be the Peaches.
That's the peach state.
Yeah, I still don't agree with it, but anyway, go ahead.
You know, I know you don't agree, but I'm explaining to you why is it like that. Chick-fil-A's the sponsor, and Georgia is the peach state, so peach bowl.
All right, man, it makes sense. I mean, Chick-fil-A, the company is based in Georgia, isn't it?
I think it was.
I'd hope not. I'd hope not. They advertise it here. They advertise it here in New York, and I never get to eat it. So
it's headquartered in College Park, Georgia.
No, that's pretty much ATL.
Yep, the headquarters is in Atlanta. So yeah, so it does make sense. I mean, Georgia's the peach state, and then you got Chick-fil-A. So now it does make sense.
Ricky said, "Don't agree with it."
Nah, still don't agree with it. Sorry. Should be in a chicken state, like in Kentucky.
An opinion's like a what, and everybody has it.
I still say it should be in Kentucky where they actually have chicken. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
What the world? All right, what's my bet on line for the Peach Bowl?
Okay, we have, let's see, I think it's Michigan State as a 3-point fave at home. Although this game's not in Michigan, but,
So, Bearman, I'm going to throw a question at you. Better game,
answer.
Kenny Pickett or Kenneth Walker III?
I don't know, man. This is just a game. I just want to. If I was watching it, I just want to sit back, relax, enjoy a nice cold drink, and just watch it. Watch it. Main event.
Is the drink alcoholic or no?
Depends on the kind of mood I'm in.
Okay.
And since I don't know,
Bernard says the Chick-fil-A headquarters is in Atlanta. So
I'm saying because Ricky has said Spartans about 3, right?
Yes.
And 2 of our Heisman finalists are in this game. Kenny Pickett, the quarterback for Pitt, and the running back for Michigan State, Kenneth Walker III. So if I am looking at this game, I have to believe one of the 2 Heisman finalists has to be the difference in this game, correct?
It's very possible. Although if we kind of get what we had in the NFL this weekend, the number 1 and number 2 drafted quarterbacks in the NFL, we could get a complete stinker.
I
mean, it could be complete Borefest, or it could be like fireworks in the middle of the 4th of July.
Well, that's our first New Year's Six game. That will be tomorrow, 7 o'clock, around this exact time as of right now. That should be a fun one to watch. Hey, Vegas has a bowl game.
I don't know whether I should be happy about that or not. What's the name of this bowl game?
The Las Vegas Bowl.
SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl.
Wisconsin versus Arizona State.
Wisconsin Badgers versus Arizona State Sun Devils. Both teams come in 8-4 on the year.
Arizona State is a consensus 6-point favorite at home with a under-over of 41.
Arizona's favorite?
Yes, Arizona State is favored by 6.
I would thought Wisconsin would be favored.
This may be a game that if I was watching, I may not.
You have a running team in Wisconsin who plays physical football against a what we call a conventional offense of Arizona State Bearman.
Sun Devils.
Wait, isn't Wisconsin known for offensive linemen
and running backs?
I'm going against the odds. I'd pick Wisconsin.
Yeah,
because just like VKM, he likes big sweaty men.
Bearman, what school Melvin Gordon came from?
That was Wisconsin.
What school did Ron Payne come from?
Wisconsin.
What school is the leading rusher of this year NFL season came from?
Wisconsin.
I believe there's a Wisconsin theme going on here.
And of course, there's J.J. Watt also went to Wisconsin as well.
What school was it? Wasn't left before
Wisconsin.
There really hasn't been much that came out of Arizona State, to be honest with you.
You really are on a Wisconsin rant.
The only thing that I like about Arizona State is the head coach. Who's the head coach?
Definitely not Wisconsin.
That'd be Herm Edwards. Hey, JT Daniels.
Check this out, Ricky. According to Mr. Bernard, the funny Chick-fil-A is a big sponsor of the Atlanta Falcons. Has a bunch of Chick-fil-A snack bars in the arena, but Chick-fil-A's they are always closed on Sundays.
Always closed on Sunday.
I wouldn't know. We don't have any of them in New York. That's besides the point, though.
New Year's Eve day. We're gonna leave 2 games out because we're gonna come back to them. Okay.
Oh, I don't want to come back to them.
Y'all have Dairy Queens in New York?
I know we have Dairy Queers in New York. I don't know about Queens.
So, Bearman, the Tesla Gator Bowl that is right here in Jacksonville, Florida, where I currently reside at, has 17 Wake Forest versus Rutgers.
This may be a bowl game that may cause some very, very big hysterical news.
Do you know why Rutgers got in?
Rutgers is also a 15-point favorite in this game.
Because the original game was supposed to be from the SEC. That team came down with the Royal Wild Bastard.
Yeah, so Rutgers got invited.
So Rutgers gets the opportunity at 5-7 on the year. So, Ricky, let me know, because when I'm looking on ESPN, that says 15.
Yeah, and a under-over of 62. So for a team that was just saying, hey, you know what? You are our consolation prize to this bowl game. We're going to spot you by 15.
Wake Forest finna smoke.
Big
Rutgers,
time.
Okay? They finna smoke Rutgers, okay?
Well, here's a very interesting question that I'll ask you. Did both teams realistically have both of the same time off?
No.
Okay, then. So you're getting a...
Wake Forest played in the championship game.
So you're getting a well-rested Rutgers game, Rutgers team that didn't do anything for maybe an extra week or two.
No,
and you're getting a Wake Forest team that's been through the mud for an extra week. By the way,
Wake Forest still in the smoke though.
Steven, I'm not surprised that a $17 beer is at the New Islanders Arena, the UBS Arena.
Wake Forest is still gonna smoke the Scarlet Knights, okay?
You're gonna smoke them like a bad cigar in Tijuana?
Yeah, Demon Deacons is gonna smoke Scarlet Knights, okay? You know, matter of fact, Ricky, I'm gonna put it in a different way for you. You know why Rutgers got invited to this game?
Because they were the only team that actually had a team together.
No, they have the best academic percentage out of all the other teams that wasn't invited.
Are they also the only team that probably doesn't have any global bastard issues in the NCAA?
Yeah, that's true as well. But academics got Rutgers in the bowl game.
Rutgers is like, isn't it outside of New York City? It's probably not far from
Rutgers is in New Jersey, which is about an hour from me, actually.
New Jersey. Hey, you ready for this? This might be a bowl game that Ricky hates. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Oh boy,
they're great.
Hey, they were. That cereal is great.
I like freaking Frosted Flakes.
Washington State, who was supposed to be playing Miami in this game, but we know why Miami ain't there. Y'all can figure it out. So I did. Remember, I already
did.
Remember, I said Central Michigan is still in the bowl game. That's who Washington State gets to play.
You know, not for anything. I'm looking at something on the screen that I just did not notice.
Which is?
Do you know how horrible these games have to be if tickets start at $12 or $29 for a game that's legitimately in less than 24 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty freaking horrible.
By the way, this is a really interesting line that they have here. They do have Central Michigan at -7, which means Central Michigan is the favorite. And the under-over is 58 points. For a game that tickets start at $29. $29. That's 2 beers at the USB Arena.
Bearman, I'm going Wazoo, okay? I'm just going to go Wazoo. Just throw it all over the field in Arizona. The sun should be out, okay? Have fun. Central Michigan.
It's funny, both teams escaping the brutal winter of their states and coming down to Arizona.
I hope they all get the clap.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Really, Ricky?
I really hope they get the clap.
You gotta wish that kind of torture on somebody.
Remember, tickets start at $29.
All right, let's get to the fun bowl games. You ready?
It's basically a jobber versus jobber match. It's no main event.
Ricky, be ready. Bearman, let's get to the real fun bowl games.
That's like something you'd see on Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
New Year's Day, 2022.
Oh, are we really going to skip the other two?
We're going to come back to that. That's the main event.
Ding.
That's the main event, okay? New Year's Day, Bearman, Outback Bowl. Penn State versus Arkansas.
Oh, I want a steak now.
Arkansas make you want a steak?
I want to throw up in my mouth a little bit.
It's called the Outback Bowl.
That is true. And guess what is being played at?
No, we need the bloomin' onion for this.
Not in Australia.
Nope. Ricky, guess what this game is going to be taking place at?
Where?
Tampa!
All right, let me see here. We got, look at this. The road team is the favorite. Arkansas is a 2-point favorite on the road.
Arkansas is the favorite with Penn State?
Yes, sir.
Is that SEC bias, Bearman, or do they really believe in Arkansas?
Apparently, they really do believe in Arkansas.
Okay.
I mean, Arkansas finished 8-4. I mean, Arkansas has done pretty good. Better than what they've been going through the last few years.
Okay. Just want to throw that out there. Bevo Citrus Bowl, same place as the current Clemson Iowa State games being played in Orlando. Iowa 15, Kentucky 22. Another Big Ten ACC matchup there, man.
I really don't know what to say. It's just another game. Sit back, relax, and depends on what kind of mood you are, enjoy the game.
We're talking about Notre Dame.
I mean, I kind of feel like that most of these college bowl games, especially these big ones, are the same way.
Where's Brofman?
Just sit back and watch.
Where's Brofman?
I'm looking at. Do you see Kentucky favored by 3?
Do I could see Kentucky favorite? Oh, we're talking about Iowa.
Yep.
Oh, we skipped Notre Dame.
We're gonna come back to that.
I don't want to go back to that one. I have Kentucky favored by 3.
Ricky says I don't wanna.
Kentucky favored by 3.
Yeah, but it's also, in my opinion, this is a low-scoring game at an under-over of 44.
Probably.
Which means my usual thing would be a...
I mean, if you do recall, we was how Iowa's defense until they ran into Purdue.
In other words, this is one of those games where you ask for a cappuccino, a pillow, a blanket, and a porn.
How did porn end up in the show? How?
Ricky, you should perform stand-up comedy, dude.
Yeah, I know. I do all this shit on the fly anyway.
All right, now we gotta get to the other 3 New Year's 6 bowl games. You ready, Bear Man?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to get down to business. Fiesta Bowl, PlayStation in Arizona.
That still makes no sense, but go ahead.
No. Yes, it does. I mean, come on. Growing up, I mean, we all went to video game parties. Remember when we were young? Fridays, have friends over, eat pizza, junk food, and play video games and movies. I mean,
game
come on.
night. You talking about game night?
Yeah, game night. You see, you got the PlayStation, Fiesta. We would call it a party.
Yeah, but now you have Dave and Buster's, so it got replaced.
Dave and Buster's isn't nothing to me anymore. It's boring now.
I don't know. I've never been there. I'm a deprived
Number 9, Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Arcade games they make today, Ricky, they all absolutely suck.
Hey, we can talk about that some other time. I have Oklahoma State Cowboys versus the Notre Dame Fighting Irish here.
Where's Mr. Braverman?
I don't know.
I think Braverman put his head in the pillow after he got beat by the Rams.
Okay, don't torture Mark like that.
Okay, it's a 2-point advantage for the Notre Dame Irish.
2-point game for Notre Dame without their head coach. Surprising, Bear Man. Vegas trying to rack up some money.
Oh, but what they didn't tell you is they were flying me in for the game to coach the Notre Dame Irish to win by more than 2.
I'm feeling Oklahoma State, Bear Man.
In these kind of games, I just, it's not so much that I can't pick the winner. I just simply choose not to because I just want to sit there and watch it. I mean, this is the main event.
Ding, ding, ding.
The granddaddy of them all. Let's take a trip to Pasadena, California. We're talking Rose Bowl.
Utah and Ohio State.
Presented by Capital One.
State.
He is right. Utah Utes versus the Ohio State Buckeyes in a Pac-12 Big Ten collision.
I have to pull a little of my cousin Vinny. Did you say Utes?
Yes, I did.
The 2 Utes?
Yes.
Okay. It is a 5-point advantage for the Ohio State Buckeyes. But the under-over of 64 points, which I find is misleading.
Utah fans don't take this as disrespect, but Bear Man, would you be surprised if Ohio State beat them by double digits?
Yeah. Well, maybe not. It depends on it probably depends on how the game starts.
But now, wait a minute. Wait for it. Me and Ricky talked about this the other day. How many players opted out for Ohio State?
I think it was a total of 8 now.
Yeah, I mean, Kirk Herbstreit actually had something to say about it. He wasn't too happy, was he?
You know what? Again, it goes to show that college players are going to be mamby-pambies and not playing games. Especially, you'd want a national championship listing on your career. Again, that's where I kind of disagree with pulling out of a bowl game where you legit write your name into history instead of being, oh my God, we won a national championship, even though I didn't play in the game. That makes no sense.
I mean, we're talking about the Rose Bowl here. Bearman, you have heard this a lot. If you're not playing in the playoffs or the national championship game, what's the other bowl game you want to play in?
The Rose Bowl.
The Rose Bowl.
Or the Sugar Bowl. Maybe.
Nice transition, because in the All-State Sugar Bowl held it down to New Orleans, Louisiana. Baylor Bears Ole Miss Rebels.
Big 12 versus SEC. Who would forget when Oklahoma pulled off the major upset over Alabama 7 years ago in the Sugar Bowl?
I'm looking at. Is that Ole Miss by 2 points?
Yeah, trap game.
Definitely a trap game, yeah.
Be careful on how you bet this game.
I will tell you, I will go with the team that has the most vowels. That's how I'm picking this game. I am going with the team that has the most vowels.
I mean, Baylor won a Big Ten by how many? By how many yards there, man?
Well, guys, check this out. Check out Bernard's comment. Oh my goodness!
What he said.
Read it.
It's not something you want to read out loud, but you can just
read it.
The comment.
Take the time, Darnell.
And actually, I got the Playmakers page, not the ArchRivals page, so I don't see the comments.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
I'll go back and read it later.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Should we just say it, Ricky?
No.
Okay,
I'm not privileged to say that right now. It is funny.
No, it's not. It's hilarious. There's a difference, Ricky. You know that.
Is it something about Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin?
No, it's about Kirk Herbstreit.
Okay. Nope, I'll go back to it. Anyway, Bearman, when Baylor won the Big 12 championship, how many yards did they win it by?
Less than a yard.
So they won by this much? Like that much? That much? Yeah.
Like that. See? Look at that.
Like that much.
Like that much.
Who did they beat to win that?
Oklahoma State.
The team that's playing Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Corral, who was also in the fight for the Heisman, is leading the Rebels in this game. You think Mike Corral has what it takes to take on that defense of the Bears? What's up with Bears and defense?
Is it in hibernation season?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I mean, I ought to know, right?
Yeah.
I should be asleep right now. But I'm not.
Hibernation.
And then Tuesday, January 4th is LSU with Kansas State. That is the Texas Bowl.
No, don't worry. It's okay. You don't have to delete the comment. It's fine.
K-State is a 4-point favorite in that one, which is nice to know. But let's talk main event status, all right?
I can't play the Michael Buffer thing. We'll get kicked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't want to have to pay him $100 million.
Well, Bearman, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
New Year's Eve, Friday, December 31st. 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. The Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Number 4, Cincinnati Bearcats. Number 1, Alabama Crimson Tide with Heisman Trophy winner Bryce Young.
Mm-hmm.
And did I say he was gonna win that by a landslide?
Yeah, you did.
And how much? And was it even close?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, for those of you Aiden Hitchison fans out there. All right, Bearman. We've been talking about Cincinnati all year. They have their opportunity.
This is it.
Matter of fact, I didn't hear nothing about worldwide bastards in this game.
How interesting.
So I think everybody's healthy. I think everybody's ready to go.
I mean, even if they got hit by the worldwide bastard, are they really gonna cancel this game? Are they really gonna pull out? I mean, no.
Perez, I remember last time when we first talked about this game, Alabama was a double-digit favorite. But we'll wait until we get closer to the game to see where we at. What is my line?
You didn't read the script? Which game are we looking at again?
Cincinnati, Alabama. You going to New Year's Eve?
Oh, yes. The Guyugic point spread of Bama favored by 14.
Whew.
Over a 58. I dropped my phone. Shit.
2 touchdown favorite. Vegas is saying, I don't care. They don't believe in Cincinnati. They don't believe in Group of 5 over Alabama. They don't care. They taking Bama. And Bama big. Your thoughts, Bear Man?
Just imagine if Cincinnati pulls it off. Imagine it.
Will the world stop?
For some people, probably.
The almighty Nick Saban taken out by a Group 5 team. Will the world stop?
For some people, yeah. Certainly not for me. Not for us. I mean, you as a Florida fan, I'm sure you would love that.
I mean, I think Alabama to win it all anyway.
So I guess it would affect you then.
I came to the season picking Alabama. This is the Cruising Tide 7 appearance in the college football playoff. When did this football playoff started?
2014.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
They've been in every playoffs.
The first time they got knocked out by Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State ended up winning the whole thing.
Yeah, Zeke Elliott really had a big part of it.
But Alabama's been in every playoff. They the only team that's been in every playoff.
They rule the college football world.
I'm picking Bama. Cincinnati, you had a great year. You had a great season. It was great. Round of applause.
But I guess it all ends here.
It ends Friday.
Well, if it's any consolation, I take the points.
You'll give Cincinnati the points.
I would give Cincinnati the points.
I can see that.
Cincinnati got there for a reason. It's not that like they skated in, but they got there for a reason. So they have to have some potential in this game.
And they scratched and clawed their way in.
Well, Bearcats kind of do scratch and claw. So
yeah.
It's kind of
ironic. I hear what Ricky's saying, Bearman, but we've seen this before. Hey, they there. You playing Alabama, they have a chance. And what does Alabama do to them?
Destroy them.
Destroy them. This is what Nick Saban does. Oh, this is going to be a good game. Oh, first game of the year, Alabama, Florida State. Remember that?
Yeah.
Florida State fans saying, we want Bama, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did Bama do?
Destroy them. Just like Washington football team fans. We want Dallas. What did Dallas do? Boom.
Miami fans, matter of fact, this season, Miami fans, we want Bama. They got Bama, and what happened? They got destroyed. I mean, don't get me wrong. Cincinnati, they put up a hell of a fight last year against Georgia, but we seen what Alabama did to Georgia for the SEC title game, right?
Yeah. And speaking of Georgia,
Orange Bowl,
Georgia
Capital One Orange Bowl,
Michigan,
Kirby Smart, Jim Harbaugh. We're talking a team that loves to run, and we're talking about a team who loves to stop the run. Down in sunny Miami.
Miami.
So if I remember correctly, when we first talked about this, the Bulldogs were a double-digit favorite.
Not anymore.
Oh, it went down, huh?
Georgia now is a 8-point favorite on the road, over 46.
So we could very well see Alabama versus Georgia round 2.
And then so many different ways. Round 2 of this season, round 2 of them fighting in the championship game from the last time when Tua came in and saved the day.
Now, my question is this, though. Kind of a little weirded out. I know the Hard Rock Stadium is home of the Miami Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that the AT&T Stadium is the home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the price of tickets almost triple in Miami than it is in Dallas?
You know why?
Which is the better game? In your opinion right now, which is the better game?
The one that we're talking about.
Michigan, Georgia, or Alabama and Cincinnati?
Michigan and Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people would not want to go see Alabama over, I don't know, Michigan or Georgia.
Cincinnati's a group of 5 team. Pretty much, they are in most people mind. Let me see if I can put this in a good analogy. In most people's mind, Alabama is New England. Okay. All right, Ricky. Alabama's New England with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick in them, and Cincinnati is the Jets.
Well, that's a really big comparison.
Oh, come on. Darn.
So it's like, okay, you got Mark Sanchez, you're making a run. All right, cool. You still got to deal with that team. You still got to deal with that team.
I mean, Sanchez and the Jets did upset the Patriots back in the 2011 playoffs.
But how many people picked it?
The
How many people that's like, nah, this New England.
A lot of people felt that way.
How do people feel about Cincinnati and Alabama?
They don't feel the same way about that game.
They feel it's Alabama. It's Alabama. They don't care. Why do you think Alabama's a 14-point favorite?
I still think they're going to underestimate that game, though.
Not Nick Saban.
I have a really, really weird feeling about that. A really weird feeling about that.
What I'm saying is, it's not the players is not going to do it. Nick Saban's not going to do it. It's just the world outside is doing it. Cincinnati, they gonna come and play. They gonna play some ball.
No doubt.
But a lot of people gonna lose money because they really think Alabama's gonna smoke them. And Alabama probably will, because they usually smoke people when it comes to playoff games, right?
They usually do.
Unless you Clemson, you got Deshaun Watson.
Smoke them like a cigar.
Matter of fact, didn't Justin Fields was at Ohio State in the championship game?
Yeah, and they got smoked.
By who?
By Alabama.
That's a championship game we're talking about. This is the playoff. But yes, Georgia and Michigan is the game to watch out of the two. To answer your question, Ricky. How long we been waiting for Jim Harbaugh to get here?
Forever.
Why he couldn't get to this point? Why he couldn't get to this point?
Because he couldn't beat Ohio State.
What did he do this year?
He beat Ohio State.
Okay, but now here's my question to you: Is he a supposed victim of Black Monday?
Not no more. He broke through the barrier. He beat Ohio State. He beat that team. And then he went on to smoke. Was it Iowa in the Big Ten championship? So you smoked your biggest rival who you couldn't beat for years. Then you smoked your opponent in the Big Ten championship game. Now you win the college football playoff. What I've been saying, if you beat Ohio State, great things happen, right? All you gotta do is beat Ohio. If you beat Ohio State, Bear Man, good things happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
They beat Ohio State, and where's Michigan at now?
A chance to get to the final.
And then it's Georgia. Georgia was number one throughout the whole season until they ran into who?
Alabama.
So, does Haskin, is he able to run through that Georgia defense? Or the Georgia defense going to feel? Or the Georgia defense, they kept that taste in their mouth for a whole month after getting their ass whooped by Alabama. Did they keep it in there long enough to say, now I'm going to take it out on Michigan?
It all remains to be seen, Darnell.
I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people don't want to see a rematch between Bama and Georgia. They want to see Michigan and Cincinnati. But there's a 10% chance they'll get that. Now, I'm not saying it's a 90% chance you'll see Georgia and Alabama. It's a 10% chance you'll see Cincinnati, Michigan. You might actually get Michigan and Alabama. I'm giving that a 40% chance.
So I just say, whatever we see, we're going to see it for a reason.
Friday's going to be fun.
Feeling a little Matrix.
And then the National Championship is January 10th up in Indianapolis, Indiana, Lucas Oil Stadium. That house that Peyton Manning built. That should be fun. And as we get ready to sign off, anything you want to say to the people, Bear Man, before we go?
Hope everybody has a very safe, happy New Year.
All right. Mr. Perez, you want to give people the schedule for the weekend?
Let's see. Well, actually, I do want to drop a little in-memory thing. I know we did it last night on the show, but I think we need to do it again today. We did lose one of the immortal icons of sports history with Mr. John Madden. Passed away at the tender age of 85. I feel like it's still kind of like a big hole in the sports world. And it's kind of funny that we're talking college because I found out the real reasoning to why John Madden did not like to fly anymore. It just so happens to be that when he was going to Cal Fullerton for college, he had missed a flight where the plane crashed. And it was a very, very big issue for him for traveling. Therefore, he decided that flying was not his cup of tea anymore. He decided to do planes, trains, and I shouldn't say planes, trains, but trains and automobiles to travel to all of the different games, regardless of whether it was games he was playing in, games he was coaching in, games that he was commentating in. So that became the whole deal with the Madden Cruiser. The original one was donated by Greyhound and then was modified. But yeah, a lot of the John Madden stuff has been coming out a lot more now, even after the documentary just aired this past Sunday. So we do shout out condolences to the Madden family. We do hope and pray that the lovely team at EA Sports makes like a Legends edition of Madden for John Madden, because if it weren't for him, we would not be playing all of those lovely little games that we've played since the late 80s into the 90s until current. So shout that out.
I said this on Ramley, thought that would be coming out tomorrow. You cannot be a football fan. You cannot call yourself a football fan and you haven't played Madden.
So our schedule for the week, we have 2 radio shows tomorrow and Friday. Then we have ArchRivals on Friday evening. I'm taking Saturday off. And that'll be it. Oh, and we have Paint Train Pipe Bomb tomorrow night on all of these lovely pages. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and whatever else I can get my grubby little hands on. And that's pretty much it. We have 4 shows in total for the next 2 days. And then the new year begins, and we'll be back on the air Tuesday. Tuesday. The land of the non-monster truck era.
So, for those of you waiting for the week 17 show, just remember, we're doing it in 2021, but the games will be taking place in 2022.
Yeehaw, mofo.
So, that's Bear Man, the presence in the background, and I am the Playmaker, representing the Playmaker's blog brand and Pipe Bomber. We are out until Friday.
Hey, did you like that show? Like, share, follow, subscribe. Share out our shows to all of your social media. Need merchandise? Check out paintrainpipebomb.threadless.com for quality merchandise at great prices. Tune in next time for another edition of ArchRivals Football and we'll catch you on the flip side.